this drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get off you. Day to day you wanna stay out, you're chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for feeling the high, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night.
You call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life. I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Used to want it bad, used to want it bad, but I can't taste it. I can't help you now, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Get fresh on my follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Get fresh on my Got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up to get X and now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no cess. They say Donis, why you sad? I said I just need to think. Red tape, got too close, I hit the city. Black face, show you everything you need till you fornicate it bad. Someone said it is sad. I used to want it bad. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you too many times, yeah. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you. I know it's in my head. Follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay?
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in with your host Laz on the Your Welcome stream. Going to be Vireo.Pro versus ImPerium Esports. So looking forward to this game. I mean, we talk about Vireo. They just got picked up from a new org, which is the X-Warrior squad, now with a new organization. Currently 4-6 with ImPerium. A bit of a back bind right now. They're 2-8, so they got a bit of a long road ahead of them. They've had some interesting falls, unfortunately, but either way, things are finally starting to commence. But a little bit about myself really quickly, get all the fun stuff out of the way, is my name is Laz, and I am the ESCA Next Big Caster contestant for the Caster Challenge. So if you enjoy the show, make sure to throw a follow me on social media as well. Definitely love interacting with everyone as much as possible. But enough of my fun plug-in. We are going to finally get things underway, get the thing in the game. We're just, I believe, waiting for one player, which should be starting here momentarily. So let's just talk a little bit about these teams while we're waiting. I feel like we're right on the cusp of getting things started here. But like I said, ImPerium Esports 2-8, so definitely on the lower end of the ratings on the MDL League, for the Mountain Dew League. And then Vireo, they're kind of stuck in the middle. They've had a bit of a rough start, but now they seem like they're starting to climb back a little bit. A couple losses here and there, but really starting to climb their way back and see what they can prove for the organization. I'm not sure if Nuke actually is the decider map. I believe it actually is, so that will be an interesting take on what we're going to see here from both teams today. Longest knife round of eternity, and I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if they're just baiting time or they're just trying to have some fun with it. Still waiting things out. VP, they're going to be on the T side right now. No damage exchange yet, of course. So anybody that wins the knife round does get to decide on the side they wish to have if you are the victor, for anybody that is not aware with how the knife round works. But trying to make this a bit more suspenseful, trying to make us, a bit of a guessing game. Thank goodness the time is short as it's just a normal round, but now finally players see each other, they're ready to get stabbing. A lot, and back and forth we go, and Imperium respond back, and Carter makes it a little bit interesting, but Armin allows Vireo to have their first deciding, and now things are finally commenced. Going to be starting the CT side. Finally, things are underway. We're finally here. Pistol round for anybody just tuning in. ESA Mountain Dew League Imperium Esports versus Vireo.Pro. With your host, the Laz, on the Welcome stream. Thank you again for tuning in. Going to be having one diffuse kit for Vayne, and the rest are going to be going for full armor on the VP side. Whereas a little bit of utility from the T side will be commenced. Looking like outside control is already obtained, and that's Hendy going to just be outside the rafter behind the generator that's going to be posted up. So now it actually will be no members of the squad going to be contesting inside. So Imperium, they get this control, which now allows for the CTs to go for a full retake on a 5-on-5. No damage exchange. The bomb's already planted. 40 seconds on the clock. VP need to make some kind of a decision. They need to make some kind of a play. But Rise does retaliate back, picking up the only kid on their side. Hendy low, the skin of his teeth surviving. Goes for the wide swing. Armin trying to lead this charge. He's trying to connect something. Rise able to take down one. Imperium not replying back well. And finally putting these Glocks to work, and it's just Rise, and that's going to be Imperium picking up the pistol round. It ain't pretty, but you know what, Imperium, we're going to take that. Picking up the pistol with Nat now, they're going to go for the full investment, AKs, Gleals, on a MAC-10. Whereas Vireo.Pro, you know, we're just going to buy some scouts and see if what we can find. Shooting gallery potentially, but we'll have to see where Imperium decide to put their attention towards. In a map like, you know, Nuke, where you have the CTs, there's a lot of close angles that you can place, so definitely pistols can make the big impact compared to other maps where you have a lot longer range of fights, or makes it a little bit more tough. But Imperium, they're going to have to be very careful on where they decide to go. A very slow round from both teams, burning the clock as long as possible. Molotov going to be coming in from Imperium. I don't believe the smoke was supposed to go there, so that's already a bit of a misline up from Imperium, which does make a big difference for their execute that they're looking for. And we can already see Vireo, they're actually putting a lot more pressure on side of ramp, so really trying to throw these guys off guard, but now inside control is being maintained. Armin connects the head of one on Ellison, so now Walker and Rise, they're the last two players remaining. A lot of damage inflicted, but not enough frags. Walker only has the scout in his hands with the smoke. He doesn't have any utility. He doesn't even have a defuse kit, so really now going to see if he's going to be able to outfrag the Imperium squad, but really picking up their second round in some convincing fashion. No money, lots of problems for Vireo. Again on another save, just not quite enough in the bank to make it worth their while, so they're just going to be going back to the save once more. Imperium going to go back to the default setup, going to be posting up, waiting for any kind of aggression from VP. Both teams really hesitating to make any sort of a move, but I mean, you can see Vireo, they're actually playing an outside stack. Going to have 3 players towards right by the blue bin, but having Armin going to be throwing the paw flash. So it might be a bit of a surprise attack to see if they can catch anybody off guard. But it is only just Carter J by himself. Going to be scouting on his own. Now the CTs are finally starting to shuffle a little bit more. He's not aware, but he's taking a lot of damage, and Carter J picks up the frag, but barely escaping with his life, down to 32 HP. Now ImPerium going to be swarming the site. Vayne trying to hide behind the door. But another easy round mop up from ImPerium. A lot of damage being inflicted from Rise. Not giving up without a fight, but now we will see Vireo with the guns, where we're going to see the big test for them. So Carter going to be putting a lot on the gas, but he's already down to 14 HP, but he's got a lot of control. He's already down into Secret. He's going to be able to flank Walker. He might not expect this. Oh, this timing could be very impeccable, and Carter finds him at the right moment. Walker going to lose that op already, not even able to put any sort of damage inflicted against ImPerium. I'm not sure if that was a miscommunication or if they just were fully not aware that he was able to get inside a vent. Typically, when you see a lot of nades going through there, you would anticipate one of the T's to be going for vent control like that. Now the CT's going to be creeping their way. But it will just be Carter J trying to use that op of Walker, but he'll fall as well, so the op can be retrieved. And now ImPerium have maintained a lot of control inside lower, so they'll be able to block everything off, get the bomb down very easily, but also Rise, being the element of surprise, takes down only one. Bomb is down, but it is going to be retrieved. Ellison gets it down. It's going to be 2 CTs poking this door, and Ellison only has a MAC 10. Trying to be the distraction. The Molotov that's going to land right in front of the door, so that's a good way to slow things down from the push of the CTs. Oh, this position from Ellison could be very big because he's able to pick up the 1, pick up the 2, and that's going to be a lot of money gained. ImPerium keep it going 4-0. Not a worry in the world for ImPerium Esports. Picking up already 4-0. Starting things off on Nuke on their T side. A very difficult map to be on your CT. Takes a lot of coordination, a lot of good communication with your teammates. And we're seeing right now that ImPerium have been very dominant. You can see they get so much control early on. They haven't even fought anybody and they're already lower. No kit, a bit of armor, and Vayne gonna be actually landing a bit of a one-tap with that CZ. And now all of a sudden, Wilkie, you're the only member left in the CTs. They're hightailing to the site. They're gonna be defusing. They're gonna be faking it. And Wilkie picks up the 1. Oh no, the Molotov lands, but they don't even have a kit. So they're gonna have to save it, and somehow ImPerium survive, even though Wilkie was in the wrong place at the wrong time. That 1 frag really made the difference. Guns back on the board for Vireo. Walker, hopefully we'll see a little bit more with the op in his hand this time. Gonna be throwing the smokes to slow down the aggression from ImPerium. They've been very successful getting a lot of outside control. And before, where we saw in the previous gun round, that was where Carter J was actually able to get into vent so early on, really catching off Walker. But look at this positioning from him again. He's already inside a connector. He's already snuck through, takes down Armin. He's not aware, but Walker finally puts that investment to use, only taking down one. And now the flank Hendy, he's able to take another. It's down to a 2-on-2. Heretic's taking a lot of damage from this Molotov. He's roasting alive with 12 HP. Ellison picks up the one, leaving it just down to Vine. Goes for the spray, but Ellison, the marksmanship is accurate, and now ImPerium maintain this lead. Round 7, 6-0. You can see Rise trying to find any kind of opening through the smoke, but Ellison actually spamming away through, doing so much damage. Rise is going to have to completely fall back with 13 HP. Not winning that battle by any means. Ellison does take quite a bit of damage also, but you need to stay alive on the CT side. You need as many players as possible. As soon as you lose one of those members, it just makes it so much more of a difficult task for you to hold down so many different angles, so many different options for the T's. And Carter J has been such a sneaky member on this ImPerium squad, where he's just been able to get in the right place at the right time. But now Walker pushing his way through with his teammate. This is very good information because now they know the bomb's there. I don't know if Hendy actually just saw it. We could just see on the x-ray that I believe he may have just saw him, but ImPerium, they don't have the bomb. Armin takes down the one. And they're completely in a bind because now they're going to have to go back and get the bomb in front of their spawn. And VP, they have full control. And Carter J, I mean, I was talking about where he's been at the right time, but right now he's on a 1 versus 5. Not going to be able to pull things through. Finally, we see Vireo.Pro picking up that round 1-6. ImPerium going to be pushing very aggressively outside. Cruise control, and now Hendy, the one player that has to hold things off, and he's going to get taken down already. Losing the manpower from the CT side. Walker replies back. Putting the investment to use. And this is a good position for ImPerium. I mean, they put a lot of aggression outside, but kind of just posting up. They're not fully committing to that decision. Ellison finally gets the bomb. Not going to be doing the same mistake they did previously. We finally see VP waking up, winning these exchanges. Carter J has the having control. Bane just below him. He's down to 6 HP. But if he doesn't peek this properly, it might be a problem, but he takes him down. Armin just going to be posting up inside the hut. Going to be making it just past that Molotov. Walker peeking very aggressively. He wins that exchange somehow. And now Armin should be able to push through. He's inside the site. Finds it, but he's fully blind. But he still takes down Ellison and Vireo.Pro. Keep it going with 2 in a row. finally see now Hendy able to take down 2. The outside aggression of Imperium putting that pressure on. So now Rise, he'll be the one to be tested, but he's going to get shut down. Wilkie lands that 1D. Decimates him. So they're allowed to get in this lower site now. Vayne going to be running through as fast as possible. The money bonus succeeded for Imperium. It's all about now the post-plant situation. They only have 1 AK. They have some pistols. Cuz trying to take down another Vine, able to shut it down, and VP, they retaliate back in good fashion, but a successful round from Imperium. They get the bomb, they take down 1 weapon. Not the round win, but does a little bit of damage. And Hendy, once again, we miss it. But now he's looking for 3. Picks it up. Picks up a 4. Looking to see if he can get this ace. Annihilates the incoming Imperium squad. Trying to look for a 3rd in his teammates. Pushing through. Now he's going to be able to push this. And now he does get the ace. And Hendy, in good fashion, shuts down Imperium. And they're now going to be on a very tight money situation. Woo-wee, mama. CT side, they're picking things up. Feeling good. Walker trying to make a highlight reel. Not making it pretty yet, and he's going to get taken down. Heretic shuts him, annihilates him. Hendy trying to look for more. But Vayne now taking down more. And that's going to be more frags across the board for the Vireo.Pro. Leaving it only down to 1. Lots of time left, trying to be swift and cool, but not going to matter as Rise makes the connection, down by only 1. It was looking so grim for Vireo, but now 5-6, only down by 1. Another gun round coming through. Imperium finally have enough money on the board, but we should just be seeing AKs, which I don't believe they have enough for or not, but they will not, but they have full utility. Outside aggression once more from the Imperium squad. Hendy going to be falling. The menace that picks up an ace, but Armin able to pick up down a double of his own. Vayne and Rise, the last 2 remaining members from Vireo. They have utility. Rise going to be able to pick up a Molotov, which can isolate some position that he wants to. But Vayne looking for 1, but he gets a bit too aggressive, not waiting for his teammate to make another move. Putting it onto the 1-on-2. Oh, gonna be fully blinded. That timing, that flash. Completely picture perfect. Comes in for the swing. He's almost able to get the double. But Imperium respond back. Just barely, but the money is so good for Vireo.Pro. We will see another gun round. Just reading the chat, it is going to be a best of 1 just for the regular season. When we push things over to playoffs, of course, it goes to a best of 3. Thank you, Life, for answering that. I definitely appreciate it. Walker changing the positioning, and that actually will be the bomb that will fall. Very slow start for Vireo, but now seem to be getting their rhythm a little bit more. The wave's not as big. And this aggression from Rise, this is very good because now they obtain that lobby control, so they're fully aware that ImPerium going to be inside or at the outside, most likely in secret control. And Hendy again finds the right opportunity, picks up these frags. He's on top of the scoreboard with 13 and 7. Baiting time, ImPerium, they need to make an action sooner than later, but Carter finds a good shot onto Walker. And Hendy able to find another. He's got everyone's number, but it won't be enough, as now it is going to be the 1-on-2. The spray comes through, connects, and takes down Rise, so now it's a 1-on-1 situation. The bomb going to be retrieved, only 10 seconds left, and it's not going to matter. ImPerium, they pull it through. Something out of the bag, and now 8-5. Outside control one more time. ImPerium going back to the bread and butter that they know, but Hendy trying to be the difference maker if possible. Playing right inside of red box, going to be using the smoke to some kind of an advantage. He might be able to go for the spray. He doesn't go for the Turgor Discipline, but instead he wants the frags. He's able to pick up 2. Heretic misses that shot. He actually goes for the wide swing. What is going on? A bit of a greasy play, but we'll take it now. Frags exchanged back and forth. The bomb is down. So ImPerium, they don't even have control of it yet. But Walker, he's not aware of that. So they're completely just hunting as much as possible for finally. Wilkie's going to hunt for the bomb, but Walker gets a bit too adventurous. And now round number 15, last round of this first half. Pause coming through. I mean, we got to talk about it. I mean, Vireo, you got no money. What are we doing? A tough decision for Vireo. I mean, you don't have a lot of money. You're down. If you can pick up this round, it's still a respectful half. I mean, even if it goes 10-5, not the worst case. I mean, we saw in the previous match, for anybody that was here before, I mean, Team 1 versus Kinship. I mean, they won that first half 13-2. So that's not, not the case you want to be in. But right now, this is definitely a close game, all things considered. But if Vireo could pick up this round, that'll be a good transition for them going into that second half. But ImPerium, the one thing they've been successful with is just getting that outside control. I mean, really, Hendy has been the one person on this squad that has just shut that play down a few rounds in this first half, but we'll need to see something different from the CT side. Smokes are coming through, but it won't actually be the outside decision they want to go for. So they will change up their plan. The lurk of Carter J. But it will be a double stack from both players on the CT side. It will be Walker to actually fall back, so Rise boosted up top. Oh, he spots the 1, goes for the 1. Almost able to get the second. But it's just not enough, and Hendy, I mean, I feel like I'm talking a lot about him, but he's really just been able to pick up frags every single time. The guy, he's 17 and 9 on his team. He has the highest frags in the server. All CT is going to be in stuck. Side of the doorway, so now we'll be pushing through. Ellison able to take it down, but Hendy able to reply back, making it the one-on-one with Wilkie. A dagger to the back and making it 10-5 Imperium. Looked a bit dicey in the beginning, but then they made it smooth sailing. I feel like I'm going to say his name wrong. And I mean, I just have a history of that. Let's hear it in the chat. Is it QZ? Cuzzy? I feel like it's QZ. I mean, it could be the Canadian accent too. I don't know. But I'm sure you guys will let me know. Been known from time to time to butcher a few names, but either way, we're getting back here in the second pistol, the second half. And now VP going to be swarming this site. Leaving it just down to the MVP player of Imperium. Kuzi? Kuzi? Alright, either way. I think it's Kuzi. I'm going to say it wrong, I know it. But either way, guys. VP reply back on that pistol round. 10-6. Something they much needed. And Imperium going to be going for 4 deagles with the scout. Heretic going to be the one that will be spotting outside, most likely. I would definitely expect that. Whereas now the CTs, they could go for a bit of a gamble stack if they wish. The jump peek. I'm not sure if that was Walker or if that was Armin, but able to escape with his life and actually just missing that shot. I mean, Heretic almost makes it happen. So now VP, they pushed all the way through garage. They have outside control. Very interesting setup from Imperium also. I mean, they're just completely posted up. And that's kind of what I was saying about the CT side. Like, there's so many tight angles. You don't always need to contest outside. So they're allowing Vireo to have that control, which now makes the question of what do they want to do? Rise does have a little bit of utility, so could try to burn some of that inside. Isolate that hot position, but it won't matter as we can see before. Wilkie's going to be stuck just above it. Heretic. The interesting position to be in the back of CT spawn. Finds Hendy, but Hendy gets the better of that duel. QZ and Co. going to be pushing back in the ramp. Wilkie, one member, the Lone Ranger. This cowboy needs to deliver, only able to take the one. Oh my goodness, Ellison. Making 2. Good night, Vireo. It's been a slice. This is Imperium's round. They pick up the eco. And an expensive round because now Vireo, they're going to have to save. They have the one flash. So Vayne needs to throw this flash. That's going to land right in front of Hut. So they're going to swarm this. Going to be pushing back. QZ to be pushed back, but he's going to just hang tight inside. Now the T's, they're actually trying to push outside underneath Hell. Trying to get any sort of weapon they can. Losing two members already. And it's looking a bit dicey for the Vireo squad, but Walker Makes the shot with the deagle. Might be able to find another. QZ in the goods position. Going to be creeping up. Gets the spam. Takes down Walker. Able to fall back. And now the HP of both these players, they're low. They still have plenty of time to work with. But it's a difficult position to be in because they really don't have much control. And that's what we're going to see. ImPerium making it 12-6. So we're going to have to see something big. I mean, this is another round for them to shut things around and kind of play around with the economy on that CT side. Vireo taking a playbook, or strat of the playbook from ImPerium, going outside, landing already 2 exchanges. Heretic, the only threat from ImPerium outside. But a lot of control from the T's. Oh, good gracious. But now the T's are able to still walk through. Not going to be making any rash decisions yet. Nobody in the inside sight. Wilkie posted up in lobby. So, going to be ready for a retake. Heretic. Wilkie, this element of surprise. Oh, no. A nice one tap with a peek. Trying to go for more. The flash comes in. Able to go for more. But that's going to be Ellison to help him out. That pop flash was so important. Heretic threw that the right time. Bit of a greasy spray at the end. But you know what? We'll take it. I'd like to see a new strat from VP this round. If they could even just try to put a bit of an aggression. I mean, we're getting 13-6. It's getting awfully close. But at this point, what do you got to lose? You got Tech 9s. You got some flashes. If they can get the smoke, I think they're going to try to save it for the lower site. So they can get the bomb down at the bare minimum. QZ and also Heretic going to be the ones to hold down ramp, but he's fully blind. He's not able to make it. Heretic able to take down one. Almost gets a second, but he's getting swarmed, and then he finally lands one before he gets bombarded, but more members, leaving it only to 2. Ellison posted up inside the radio room. He may be able to find this. He misses the shot, trying to look for more. He's nervous, but not nervous enough as he's still taking down more, and that's going to be a triple kill. Making a highlight reel, Ellison annihilates Vireo.Pro, where it was looking so good for them, but now we're on 14-6. The do or die, make it or break it situation, VP. We need to see something out of the playbook. We need to see one of those strats you've been saving up for a long time. And it's got to be now. It just seems like ImPerium are kind of on a different page. I mean, really, they've been very responsive on every single execute that VP's tried. Hendy's been the only big player on this T squad that's been quite impactful and making the difference when it's needed. Secret control going to be obtained now from Vireo. Carter J should be able to hear that information. QZ going to be just behind the silo and going to be posted up, but also Heretic going to be with them. And this is a very strong angle to be because you have a lot of cover and it's pretty much a headshot angle, but he's going to get taken down. So Vine Finally makes the connection. Walker able to reply back with more. Heretic creeping his way through. He somehow gets away from that situation. And Vireo, they need to be disciplined. They can't lose any more members. Their money. I don't know what's worse than the garbage can, but it's going to be that. But Vireo, they respond back when needed. ImPerium will now be changing up their plan. Double ops across the board. Seeing what else they can find, but the smokes will finally land, blocking out the vision for Carter. And this is something we've seen that's been successful. I mean, both squads on their T side, when they get that outside control, it just, like I said, it allows more decisions. It allows you to have a little bit more control, and then the CTs need to do something a little bit different and play more aggressive. But like that, Carter J, he's cool. He's calm, and he's just, he's out fragging. So now, we're on a 2-on-5 somehow. Vireo, they had the right idea. They're playing slow. They're getting some map control, and they try to contest with an op, and they just can't make it work. Hendy, he's been a threat, but he's not going to be enough of a threat. And now ImPerium putting themselves a match point, 15-7. A long road ahead for the T's. Rise just on the other side of the smoke, able to finally win the first exchange. Goes down to vent. Rubber banding his way down into the vent. And these ops have been such a nuisance for Vireo. They just can't seem to counter the ops. And with ImPerium having lots of money in the bank, I mean, they put 2 ops now, so double the issue. Oh, Carter, you missed that shot. It was so close. And with that comes the issue that you're going to fall, so Walker. All of a sudden, and these rounds have been so dicey. I mean, Vireo, it looks like they're going to, you know, not a favorable position you want to be in, but then all of a sudden they just pull something out of the bag. A few mistakes that we saw in the CTs, just not connecting those shots. Walker giving up his position, so Heretic knows he's there, but Walker somehow gets out of that situation. Vireo able to stay alive a little bit longer, stem the bleeding, making this 15-8. You can't forfeit now. This is where you get the comeback. Never say never. Give you guys the scoreboard. And now ImPerium, their money has been a bit debunked. Nothing to go with. They got 1 op. Got some MP9s. Never count out an MP9. In theory, this should go for Vireo, but we've been proven otherwise so far in this game. We'll be able to get that outside control once more. Just leaving Rise stuck inside a Squeaky. Gonna be manning the fort, hanging out in lobby. Wilkie. He's fearless. He's gonna be able to make that connection with the Deeg. The frags are picking up for Vireo. That's going to be another frag. So Carter J and Ellison, the last two members are alive. Like I said, the MP9 can do the damage. The spray's good. Makes the connection onto Walker. And at this point, you're up 15-8. You might as well just try to go for it. See if you can burn a little bit of this money for them. This is the second time we've seen that the CT's actually just missing their shots. But it will be Vireo to stay alive a little bit longer. Oh, and Carter, you're sneaky, sneaky beaky. Picks up an AK. In trade for the MP9. And that's a very good pickup, especially with how their money is. Definitely agree. There is some good games that are still coming up. Recon, Recon 5 are a very good team to watch as well. They've definitely been making a climb. I'm just looking at the chat. Get some ones in the chat. I might cast that game if you guys are interested. You know, throw some ones in here, and I might have to make it happen. We'll make it 4 in a row today. Ooh, oh boy, I'm already getting a couple. Johan, congrats on that win, my man. That was a great game to watch. But anyways, back to the game. 15-9. Ellison lands the opening duel. Picks up an AK-4's reward. And that spam actually does land right on top of the rafter. So trying to see what they can find, and VP get the control of the site. But Heretic's gonna fall as the one tap comes in from Walker and Vireo. They come alive. Vireo putting themselves in double-digit rounds, 5 away from going to overtime. A big gun round comes through from ImPerium. A 3-loss bonus as well. Lots of pressure for Vireo to make their way, make the claw back. Coach, are you able to make a poll? See how many people want me to cast this next game? I don't even know if that's possible. But if it is, let's do it. And look at this control, Ellison. The fact that he can push out of hut and win that exchange without any trades. That's not what you need when you're on the tees. You need to have the positioning where your teammates can trade off of you as best as possible. Wilkie and also Heretic. Heretic missing that shot, and this is what I talked about before. The CT side, a lot of their issues have been people just not connecting the shots when they need to, which has been a very good success point for Vireo. Still plenty of time on that clock, so instead of going outside, they're actually going to walk all the way back. They're going to get inside a lobby. And the question will be, where is Vireo going to go? So many decisions, not a lot of time. The CTs, they only have Ellison just posted up in the site. Smokes, the nades, the Molotovs are coming through. The executes here. The bomb advancing inside the inner sight. Ellison not able to fulfill his destiny. And now Ku's trying to find another, but he's going to get taken down, making it the 2-on-3 situation. Wilkie and Heretic to put themselves into match point, or into the game point, sorry, for taking this best of one. Vireo able to keep things going. And I wish I could see how many rounds in a row they picked up, but it's definitely climbing its way back. But making it 15-11. Oh, and just to mention too, so the next game is actually in about 22 minutes. So we'll have to see where things go with this game. But if you guys are interested, yeah, let's hear it. I mean, I'd love to stick around, but hang out on the channel. Definitely appreciate it. But now ImPerium back on another save. So Vireo have a very good opportunity where they can pick themselves up another round. And, you know, watching these guys throughout this entire season, this seems to be something they enjoy, where their, you know, backs are against the wall. Things are not looking good. And then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? Let's make this entertaining, and we're going to make a distance here. We're going to make a comeback. Wilkie tries to see if he can get a double, but he's only down to take one. Only losing one member, Vireo. Uzi is just going to be posted him in the site. Does have the CZ. If he can get himself in a new position, he might be able to find the head of one player from Vireo. The surprise attack, able to almost get two. He's doing so much damage. It's just down to him. But he's not able to make it work. Lots of money for Vireo. The match ball is finally coming through, which I'd imagine it's going to come from ImPerium. This is getting scary. This is where, you know, I talk about the mentality of a lot of teams. And I mean, when we're talking about, you know, MDL, this is the league that we're in, the highest, the creme of the crop of the group. In ESEA, you definitely have that better mental fortitude. But there is those moments, I mean, where you, it gets a bit tilting. It gets a bit challenging. And then your train of thought changes and everything like that. And with Vireo kind of having this clawback and the momentum behind their side, it makes things, definitely makes things interesting. And this is a big round. I mean, talking about both teams, I mean, ImPerium only need one more round to take this home. But Vireo, if they can win this round, they really could put the CTs on another save, which actually could put this at a 15-14 game. Can never count any team out. I mean, it was looking pretty dire for Vireo, but now they came in swinging. Ku's going to be stuck inside of ramp. I really hope I'm saying his name right, guys. I apologize, but will be the one player to be posted up in the back of ramp. Going to allow them to have that control. And you can see they're actually deciding to go back. So what they do is they get this control, and now keeping the CTs on a bit of a guessing game. Like Q's? Like Q's? Okay. Q's? Q? Yeah, that's what I was kind of... I don't know. I don't even know what I was thinking. But either way, talk about my terrible reading habits. The execute's coming in, and they're going to be pushing through. They get the inside sight for free. And at this point, do you actually just go for the save? This is a 3-on-4. It's in the inner sight. Unless they can find a frag really quickly. just like that, this could be the opening that they wanted, and that's going to be a double kill. Things are falling apart, but Walker able to take down another. Rise just on the other side, and it's all down to him. He's posted up. He's spraying, but he's not able to get it through. An ImPerium pull through with the 16-12 victory. And that's going to be that. Oh my goodness. Just like that. I definitely was thinking that this was, whoo boy, I need a minute, guys. Like, oh man, I just can't even handle it. I mean, honestly, I'm a big believer in that comeback. It was looking good. I mean, we were at 15-12, but dang, I don't know what to say about that. All right, we're going to take a look at this straw poll. What's going on here, guys? What are we doing? Let's check out the results. Oof, 8-2. All right, so I guess I'm casting this next game. All right, so what we'll do is the match is supposed to be starting in the next 15 minutes or so. So we're going to run a quick commercial break. I'm going to grab some water. Make sure to grab a, game fuel or something. Grab a snack. Grab your family. Sit down, relax, have a great time. Going to run some commercial ads and also just going to be putting it onto a break really quickly. But I do want to sincerely thank you so much for tuning in so far, sorry. And I hope you're enjoying the show and appreciate the follows if you have been doing that. And we'll be able to get this next game underway. Don't go away.
Look, ayo, we rose from the dust to the sun. They claiming that we the one, never one-on-one. Teamwork till we done. Sent on a mission, we got ambition. Never scared, we won't run. Never one and done. Some sit back and some like the hunt. I pick my teammates up when they fall. And if I ball, we all ball. Crashing balls, crossovers and all. Just call us the balls. Don't fear nothing, call us galore. Serving them all. We outside, we barely indoors. Because we gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab none. Seems we